they took away my golden visa. So you biscuits know that something that we have been planning to do long term, like, 10 years in the future, was we wanted to do the golden visa path eventually, and do citizenship in Portugal and kind of move the kids over there for like the high school years. And they're taking it away. They are closing that visa down. It was the one I felt like slightly attainable to working content creators actual citizenship visa that I could find in the EU. Everything else is, you might be able to get like a digital nomad visa, but you're going to end up paying taxes in that country and in the US, and you aren't going to get citizenship. And I was so bummed. It really made me remember that, you know what, when you have ideas to do something, you should do them right now. Now, that doesn't hold true for the visa because it was a lot of money. I did not have that to do it at the time. So I couldn't have like jumped on that particular bandwagon. But it does remind me that, in all of these plans to like have a second citizenship, to have visas to be able to live and work elsewhere as self-employed folks, the time is now. There's no better time than now. And it's really made me look at it and go, oh my goodness, okay, I've got to reassess. So tell me in the comments, what is something that you wished you were doing this year but you're putting off? What is something that's like, is it another citizenship? Is it moving? Is it moving states? Is it moving overseas? Is it starting a new business? It can be all these little things. I'm starting a new business this year, and it's a little nerve-wracking to start it, because anytime you start a new project and you put all this love and heart and equity into it, you're like, ooh, it's nerve-wracking, but it's also really exciting because it's something that I've wanted to do since I was a little kid. So it's awesome to be starting a glamping business. It's just a little intimidating, all the knowledge I have to acquire. But when they changed the golden visa rules, it really made me reassess and go, okay, if another visa popped up that I could do, and that one I just couldn't do at the time, would I take it? Would I like sign up for that and do it? And I really had to think, like, how adventurous do I want to be? And that's a tough one, isn't it? Like, how adventurous do you feel you are? I feel like I was so much more adventurous in What the Hexy Doodle before having kids. And now that I have kids, and, especially a son that like has a lot of extra needs, anytime you throw that special needs toss in, you're like, oh, there's all these different components that I have to think about that aren't just me. I know, I'm like thinking about just me. And it's really made me realize I've become less adventurous, and maybe to my detriment. This is such a small, silly Pacific Northwest thing, you're gonna laugh at me, but I didn't go camping last year. I went glamping, I did not go camping. And normally I take my son camping a couple times during the summer. Oh no, that's not true. I went camping for my sister's big birthday. And that was terrible, absolutely terrible. It was one of those camping trips from hell. But it made me realize that I wasn't doing those little small bits of adventure for myself. So how can I update that? How can I change it? I want your ideas in the comments. Ways that I'm doing it is I'm really looking at opportunities differently. I'm not looking at like, what's my 10, 20 year plan? That's great. That's great to have. I love it. But I'm really living much more in the moment and going like, what feels right? What really feels aligned with my path, with my joy? What really feels aligned with our family right now? And I'm trying not to hold on so tight to like 10-year plans and 20-year plans and stuff, which is tough because I love planning. When I was in college, I had like an entire book that had like my 5-year plan. I had like detailed month by month things. Did this come true? No, not one. Not for lack of manifesting, but realizing that sometimes what I think I want in 5 to 10 years isn't actually what I'm going to want when I get there. And so I've really got to be like open to that flexibility. So that's the first lesson that I learned when I was like, my visa, they've taken it away. I didn't actually apply for this visa. It's not mine. I think I've just been talking about it for like 2 years now, maybe 3, going like, oh, one day we're going to apply for that. And so I thought it was my visa. And it made me really reassess, like, okay, I need to be living more in the moment. I need to stop like planning to hang all my hats on these future goals and just be like enjoying where I'm at and daydreaming and taking opportunities as they come, if that makes sense. And that's something that, I was looking at in my writing. You biscuits know that I write under the pen name R.M. Kelly, and I write reverse harem romance and really saucy romance. I've been kind of putting this stuff here and this stuff there and thinking, oh, what's going to work. And then last year we had like our absolutely most popular year of books, and just like everything in the book universe really exploded wonderfully. And it was so powerful to see that kind of come true. And then I went, oh, what do I do now? Like, what should I write? What should I film? And it's so tricky, when we get to those moments in our life, which hopefully this reminds you, if you've been putting off being a digital nomad, if you've been put on off applying for a second citizenship or a visa to go work somewhere for a job you've always dreamt of, do it now. That's my reminder. Is 2023 is like the year of go for it, do it now. You've got nothing to lose but time, and time's gonna slip by either way. So like, go for it, give it a try, go on your grand adventure. Even if your grand adventure is, buying some chickens and growing some carrots in the backyard, maybe that's your grand adventure. Whatever that might be, find it, hold on to it, and flex with it. See what it is, see where it takes you. Because sometimes our grand adventures, this has been completely true for my life, sometimes our grand adventures lead us on paths of absolute joy in totally different directions than we thought those adventures were going. And I love that. I love the surprise of life. Okay, biscuits, I'm going to keep this one short. I'm going to see you about Instagram. I'm going to see you on my Patreon. Yeah, you biscuits know you want to come on over. Come on over for the burlesque. Stay for the self-care, the enlightenment, the joy, the bliss following, and the delightful weeknight quizzes. I'll see you in the next one.